Hi, I'm Kat, and this is The Craft of Wellness. Welcome. I want to continue a conversation that I think touched some people because I'm seeing the views start to go up, and in all honesty, it's like real for me. So, yeah, I'm thinking that this needs to be talked about openly because you know what? This time of year can be really confusing and hard, right? So let's talk about something tender. Like what happens when someone from your past, specifically a family member, someone you once shared a life with, and is really, really struggling, and you're not. Not at all. Your life feels stable. Your nervous system feels calmer because you've done the work and you found safety. But unfortunately, they have not. And they're still living in chaos. And wow. So, if you believe in the idea of mirrors, as in like a reflection, energy, or shared origins, then, as I do, then I'm feeling that this whole thing, this family member struggling, just might be a little confusing because you try to figure out, like, where do I play in this? Because the question becomes, if we're all connected, then what does this mean? Right? So let's take a deep breath in and out, because every breath counts. So there are like 3 different mirrors that can show up in a situation where a family member isn't doing well and you are. And I think quite often they can be mistaken for responsibility. I think that's our conditioned and program. But let's see. The first mirror is like the past self. Sometimes when we look at someone who is struggling, we're not seeing who they are now. We're seeing who we used to be. A version of ourselves that didn't quite yet have the tools, that didn't yet feel safe, that didn't yet know how to choose differently, right? And that reflection isn't asking you to go back. It's asking you to honor how far you have come, because you have come so far, my friend. I know you have if you're still watching this. So, yay, and let's celebrate that. Okay, the second mirror. The second mirror would be something like shared origin. So, like, you have come from the same environment, right? You've come from the same family system, the same lack, trauma, instability, however that may look. However, you didn't receive the same supports, and you didn't have the same timing, and you didn't make the same choices, or weren't able to, right? And so I think this mirror reminds us that survival paths diverge. Yeah, and divergence isn't betrayal, not at all. And we just have so much to be grateful for, right? All right, the third mirror, and I think this one is going to matter most, is contrast, not calling. Someone else's struggle does not mean you are meant to fix it, to rescue, or to absorb it. Hell no, you've worked way too hard for that, my friend. It means you are holding a different frequency now. And contrast is definitely not a demand. It's simply information. Yeah. You can hold compassion without collapsing yourself. You can care without caring, and you can witness without returning to the fire. Just take a deep breath in and out. Because every breath counts. So here's the piece that I think brings the guilt, because let's be honest, since there's guilt, we're human. And it might be the, if I'm doing well, shouldn't I help more? True. But nervous system truth says this: you are not required to re-enter dysregulation to prove love. You are not meant to dim your light so someone else doesn't feel left behind. And my friend, you are not responsible for another adult's healing timeline. No, you got your own shit you have to deal with. Just take a deep breath in and out. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is stay regulated. Stay grounded. Stay kind. Stay with your boundaries. That is the confronting. Yeah. What? I don't know what I was going to say there. But I think that's what we need to walk away with. Is ourselves. If this landed for you, sit with it gently. It's okay. I get it. Oh, my friend, I get it. Not every mirror is a message to act. Some are simply a reminder that you survived, you grew, and you are allowed to live in peace. You worked so hard for it, my friend. So I just want to thank you for being here and just let you know you got this. Compassion doesn't require self-abandonment. I am so grateful that you're here. Have a good night.